Hello, cats and kittens, feline and felidae, and every humans and human variants, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. So, tonight is another episode of Biz Cat's Try, and we are all excited about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, Shredder's Revenge, coming out this next Friday, the 16th. So, I have decided to pull out all of my retro Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games from my physical cartridge collection, and I was going to play them all for you tonight. So every single one of these games is going to be later on going to be put into another a collection that's going to be coming out this fall. That's going to be TMNT, the Cowabunga collection, but unfortunately, that's going a long road ahead, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to play my retro games for you tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Once again, this stream is brought to you by Great Media Games. We're here to bring you inexpensive TCG single cards. Visit greatmedia.games and use the code TENFINITY at checkout for 10% off your online purchase. Now, I know by now you must be tired of seeing an endless loop of an 8-bit version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song. So let's go ahead and let's get started with the first game in our lineup, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Back from the Sewers for Game Boy. Alright. So this is a very simplistic game. Of course it was, because this was Generation 1 Game Boy. It has a lot of similarities to the classic NES game Kung Fu. And yeah, that'll become a bit more apparent as we start playing. So I've chosen Raphael to start with. Alright. So just a very simple game, based on Kung Fu, of course, because all you need to do is walk left, walk right, and defeat all of the enemies either in front of or behind you. Very simply done. And this is what kids used to enjoy on the Game Boy back in the day. And all of these games are from Konami, incidentally. So, you know, they worked to provide a significant amount of polish, enough references based on the TV show in order to keep the little whelps who were playing their Game Boys dutifully with enough appropriate amount of television show references. Alright. Smack that guy and take the pizza that he was carrying. It was rather foolish of him to carry the pizza, because being a Foot Clan member and all. Maybe he was just bringing everybody lunch, I don't know. Alright. Doing good so far. Alright. Smack you. Smack you. Smack you and smack you. See, this is the only time I actually might be in danger of taking any damage, is when I run into any of the guys who are just hanging out on one of the sewer ladders. Damage! Emotion turtle damage! Alright, there you go. You want some of this, Sai? I'm gonna give you some of this, Sai. It's not a salad fork. It is not a farm implement. It is a deadly weapon. Alright. All of these hits are like eye level, so I'm really just sticking this in every foot soldier's eye. At least that's the way that I see it. That's my headcanon. Alright. You want a sigh in the eye? You can have a sigh in the eye. And so every one of these games, you know, for stage 1, you get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme, and for stage 2, you get a little bit of rockabilly. You know, because nothing says 80s punk like a little bit of rockabilly. Alright. So far, so good. Back into the sewers. Hey, that's the title of this game. So I think I've got to be quick around here. I've got to do that to prevent from falling into the pit and a couple of landmines that they set down there. A couple of manlines, a couple of landmines. Either way, it's not good. See, that sliding guy, he knows where it's at. They try to attack me in a way where I have been rendered incapable of fighting back. Wow. They're just falling out of that sewer hole at a constant rate. Alright. Now I've got to do a rally. I have to fight a lot of consecutive bad guys, just like in classic kung fu movies. Except I'm just a turtle and I have just this one attack animation. Thanks, Master Splinter. I know you'd be here with some complex carbohydrates. Alright, here's Rocksteady. My first boss. Alright. It's a good thing his bullets only go like 2 miles an hour. Okay, one more hit. Well, I'm about to take one more hit too. Alright, that takes care of you. And you're just gonna casually walk off the screen. Alright. Bonus game. This is a different one than when I practiced. You know, in these classic bonus games, you do try to do everything in your power to get everything on the screen. And if you fail to get one, then you don't get the final bonus. This is a shame, because I've already failed this one. Why are you looking at me like that? I deprived you of 1 pizza. Grand total of 1 pizza. So, Raph is a little tuckered out after doing that first round. So, I think I'm going to pick Leo to do level 2. We're going to do a little street side skateboarding. Totally radical. Alright. The sooner I can get rid of that guy, the better. Alright. They really want me to jump for him, you know, even if I'm on the ground and I'm on eye level with him. It doesn't count as a hit. Alright. I think that guy just flipped me the bird. I'm gonna have to go back to the tape to see if that guy flipped me the bird. How totally uncalled for. This is a kid's game, after all. Alright. think we're at the end of this. Nope. They're gonna throw some barrels at me. I'm sure even if this didn't stop me, it would crush my skateboard, and I would have to walk from this point forward. Alright. Really getting damaged now. I shall forever wonder how long this road goes. Oh, that guy just zoomed in there. Hey, there's a speed limit, you know. That doesn't sound very good. So here I actually do have 3D movement. It's a big difference from the previous round. You doing okay, Bebop? You look a little hypercephalic. I don't think I'm gonna beat him. I think I'm gonna lose Leo and he's gonna get captured. Oh no. If a turtle's in jail, it looks just like any other turtle. Alright, well, let's see if Raph can pick up the slack here. Second turtle only has half a life bar. Let us proceed with caution. Nope, already in trouble. This was not such a good idea in retrospect. I should have picked someone with a full health bar, unlike Mikey. Let's see if this makes literally any difference at all. See, this strategy that's not always going to work. It's keeping him from doing most of his other attacks, though. So, that was advantageous for a short period of time. He's at death's door. Probably more than he would have previously. Okay, there. That takes care of him. Well, unfortunately, I'm 2 turtles down. Now I think we're going into the subway. It's the rescue game! I have to beat this robotic soldier for an opportunity to get one of my turtles back. So just going from one boss to another. Oh, I'm already in trouble. Oh. So what does that mean? Nope, I wasn't able to get anybody back, unfortunately. Okay, let's continue as Mikey. So, since we have a normal level coming up, I'm hoping he'll be able to find the health pizza. Okay, I have a 2-layer stage here. I've got a wall to stand on. Actually, I think I might... No, I don't stand on the fence. Just the wall or the floor. Ah, here we go. What system is this for? This was for Game Boy. This was one of... I believe this was the second Game Boy game they released. This game is called Back from the Sewers. Alright. Oh, darn it. Those are landmines. They're not pizzas, Mikey. Silly Mikey. Don't go after the landmines thinking that they are pizzas. I'm already in trouble. We're getting very close to this being a one-turtle game. Okay, so we're down from there. I think I only have one plane to leap on now. There's a Mauser. Jan Johann Mauser. Why is that one just standing there? See, I know it's coming after me. It's waiting to get me from behind like some of the other enemies do. Alright. Ah, darn it. I had a sneaking feeling that one was gonna happen. I'm beginning to have a problem with all these Mausers. One more hit and I'm done for. Oh, well. Pizza opportunity. Alright. As the pizza of mercy. I guess they were suggesting that was a fake door and this is the real one. So I actually have 3D movement here and I am on the fabled elevator stage. Every Turtles game's gotta have an elevator stage, you know. It's just such an important part of the franchise. Alright. Okay, that was that level. Okay. Of course they're gonna come out in threes. Alright. Pardon me. This has gotta be the boss area. It looks like a boss area. I don't know how we got from the sewer, from the subway to the rafters, but here we are. Boy, this is intense. You have to do a very strict button combination in order to make sure you don't get hit there. Okay, so... here I can leap up to the top of the building. Uh-oh. Don't necessarily know if that was a good idea. Alright. At least I'm used to the button combination now. I have turbo buttons for this, but I don't think I can use it because I need a little bit of split-second movement in order to handle combos like this. They're trying to break the rhythm on me. Try to see if they can use that as a way in order to get the better of me. 1 health bar left. I'm in so much trouble. Yeah, there I go. Gameplay seems a little stiff on this one. Well, you know, as I had said just a moment earlier, this isn't too different from, you know, an extremely classic NES game like Kung Fu. And that's honestly what I think it's based on. It's based on the original Kung Fu. And so this was the kind of thing that you wanted on Generation 1 Game Boy. A game with big sprites, a game with some very simplistic, almost Game & Watch-like gameplay. This time I'm going to be smart. I'm going to get up with the building a little bit quicker than before. And even if I take damage leaping off of the building, it would certainly be better than constantly taking damage from Mausers on the ground. Ah, darn it. Okay, this is approximately where I was before. Donnie's extra long weapon is helpful in this situation. There's no way I was making that without taking a hit. Alright. A little nervous about the drones more than anything. It's just adding an extra step to this Mauser combo that I'm doing. Alright. It's memorization of an arranged movement. Alright. Oh, only 2 health bars left. My game is probably going to end right about here. See, all this and no health so far. You know, it'd be helpful if I could attack up. If I could attack up like in the original NES game. That would be helpful. And so that's it. All 4 turtles are captured now. Alright. I haven't continued. Well, yeah, they're going to let me continue with all the turtles on stage 3. But, you know, I have a feeling that, you know, the game is really just going to... The stream is going to sit here if I keep playing this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch games. So, I've got to switch off of the Game Boy console, and now I'm going to get to the triple console. So, even though there aren't going to be any more interruptions from this point forward, I'm going to have to be right back really quick so I can hook up the other console, and then we can get on with playing the NES and Super NES and Genesis library of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles titles. So, I'll be right back. Stick around, everybody. This is Brainy the RPG Cat. Okay, we're back. And naturally, we're going to start out by playing the Ninja Turtle game that many people in my generation are familiar with. The game that will live on in infamy. Although I personally don't think it's that bad. But, yeah, we're going to start with the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game released by Ultra, an imprint of Konami. I believe in 1990. I'm not entirely sure about that one, though. So here we go. We're gonna get the beginning of the storyline in this one. You know, the part where Shredder kidnaps April. Yeah, it's a hard game. We'll see how far we can get in it. The NES controller I dug out for this is a little bit on the stiff side. Alright. Once again, send out Raph first because this will be the sacrificial turtle for the first few dubiously necessary levels. Alright. Oh. I just barely dodged that one. Oh, well, this is the guy I'm supposed to be fighting. You can tell because they gave him his own life bar. Alright. Whoa, those are some serious ninja stars. Those are Ninja Gaiden levels of ninja stars. And so really the only advantage of playing this stage is the pizza, which you probably wouldn't need if you were... Well, no, actually you do need to go to the sewers through that one. This one is the one that's dubious because I think you can just... No, you can't walk across that one either. Have you tried Rescue Palooza? Yeah, and so I used to have it on my PC. And so that was a fun fan game. You know, there's a very good chance that I'll play that on Tuesday. You know, leading up to when Shredder's Revenge is coming out this Saturday. And so that's a fan game with a lot of attention spent to the 1987 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series. Whereas now we're actually getting an official game with that much attention spent to the 1987 series. I've never had throwing stars in this section of the game before. Okay. I've got to fight Bebop, who's looking more than a little, Andrew Dice Clay in this game. Not quite looking like himself. Okay, Raph is getting a little weak, so I'm probably going to switch from Raph to Leo now. I don't have to go into this warehouse. I think the only reward in that warehouse is a pizza. I gotta watch out for these turtle flatteners right here. Try to get to the sewer hole at the end of the bridge. Alright. And so there are a lot of references to this game in Rescue Palooza. That's something that I'm more than likely going to be pointing out when I do play it on Tuesday. Here comes Generic Chainsaw Man. Run, it's Jason. Well, it looks like Jason, but due to international copyright law, it is not. There we go. Groovy. Just doubling up on the chainsaw references here. Chainsaws, really inexplicably popular in the 90s. Like pizza and the Ninja Turtles. Alright. Okay, so we're at the other side of the porthole now. Just an enemy decided to spawn on the map. So I think this is where we rescue April. Alright. Oh, I'm in a lot of trouble now. See, I didn't get Raph captured, but I'm probably gonna get Leo captured. Yep. Let's go Mikey now. You dirty rat. You kidnapped my brother. Uh-oh. That was a tough one, and those guys weren't even given health bars. Alright. Oh, I'm really taking my lumps here. Can't remember if there's a pizza at the end of this. Uh-oh. Let me just skip past this one. That's your speedrunner strat right there. Okay. Now let's take it to Rocksteady. Hopefully get April back. Hopefully not lose Michelangelo in the process. Nope. Not what I could hope for. Donnie and his big stick is going to be the equalizer in this whole conflict. I got throwing stars again. So this is what you do, is that you hope that, you know, one of the regular enemies spawns some ninja stars, and then you can use that in the boss battle. Does April have sisters named May and June? What do you think this is? Donald Duck comics? Alright. Hey April, all my brothers are dead thanks to you. And this is where, this is the infamous stage. This is the stage where we have to swim in the bridge. But I'm already doing so badly I might not even make it to that section. Alright. So I really like the music in this stage. It definitely evokes something like Simon's Quest. Alright, Foot Ninja. You've been asking for this one for a while. You guys don't need to be bosses, but the game has arbitrarily decided to make you bosses. Oh, for crying out loud. I can't just leave. I actually do have to beat these guys. Alright. I made this jump a second ago. Alright. Okay, now I have boomerangs. So I get to keep the boomerangs as long as I catch them again. Okay. I am almost dead. And that's it. That's virtually the end of my run. I have Raphael, who has 1 life bar left. I don't think he's going to make it out of this one. Yep. And that's game over. So what do you think? Should I give this one another try, or should I just go ahead and switch to the next NES game? Continue and continue and continue and is basically what I'm asking. So I think, yeah, I come back here with all 4 turtles. So I think I'm also limited to having only 2 continues. So that's basically what I'll do. I'll play until I have until my 2 continues are out. Alright. Going in here is Raph, which once again is a hard prospect because, you know, he has a shorter weapon. And while he does have the shorter weapon, he does spin it in this way where it does cover most of his upper body while he is using it. And grab the half pizza again. Alright. So the hardest part of just this one room is the fact that they have that very narrow jump at the top there. If I happen to fall down again, I have to fight all of these enemies in order to get back to the same place.
Someone is at the front door.
Alright. Okay. Raph failed. Let's get back to that same area again. I was right on top of the hex where Chainsaw Man spawned. That is unfortunate. Alright. These little robot water skippers here are keeping me from getting to the pizza at the top, which I so desperately need. Darn it. Everybody wants a piece of the Michelangelo. Even if I make it up here, yeah, I think there's still a boss I have to fight. Well, Mikey and his pal Mudman. Alright. Dang it. The good thing those guys are moving on. They're just not interfering with the exit again this time. Alright. Okay, once again, gotta try to do this jump right. Okay, there we go. Ah, mercifully, that's over. I have 3 turtles left, and I believe that I am going to try to do the swimming stage now. So, yeah, this is more than likely where the game is going to end. You have to hop off the bridge here. Alright. Bomb number 1 defused. I definitely don't have the intense gaming ability necessary for this. Pew. I think it saves my progress. Come on. The only thing hitting the button does is actually make my character swim up. Why can't a turtle swim? A turtle can swim, but turtle can't swim very well, apparently. Ah, darn it. The electroplankton. It's a little like the swimming from Mario, but, you know, the danger is a lot more palpable. Oh, they definitely got you in this trap right here. Okay, Donnie. Your turn in the soup. I mean, so the profound thing about this game is that, you know, in a weird way, you know, it gets easier, depending on how many turtles you sacrifice. You're supposed to do that flawlessly. I don't even think that's possible. I don't think it's possible to do that one flawlessly. Oh, darn it. Well, there you go. That's game over number 2. Let's see if it lets me continue. Alright. I gotta continue from down here. Time to get through stage 1 again. Alright. So, all my jumping has been accurate up to this point. Has been accurate. Yeah. Yes, yes. Defeat all the enemies. Defeat the Mudman. I know that. Suddenly, I begin having a hard time with this. Alright. Darn it. Ah! I leaped over the jump! Like a dolt! Like a dullard! Now I have to get back up there again. Alright. Oh no. Okay, that's 2 failures. Didn't want to have to fall because falling means that I have to start over at the very beginning of this stage again. Alright. The amount of enemies is excruciating. Oh no. I am at death's door again. This is unfortunate. And I think I was able to conserve all of that energy on the first section of the stage. See, all I have to do is make this little jump. And then I can just skip all of that. Oh, darn it. Killed by the enemy spawned on the map. And now I'm down here again. Say, alright. Alright. What do we got next? See, I think I'm getting hit by absolutely everything at this point. Not the best time to switch to the throwing stars, but... Okay. Short jump time. Hope it was effective this time. Okay, 2 of them spawned that time. Okay, I have 2 turtles in order to attempt the water station. Let's see how this goes. Can't imagine it going very well. Alright. I was either going to get hit by the chain or by the plankton. All right. It would be great to skip this. It would be great to skip this. They make it this hard, and then they also give you a time limit. Darn it. Okay, that just leaves Donnie. At the end of my second continue. I haven't even made it to this third bomb yet. Great. Always happens. Bound to happen. Alright. I think touching that last laser beam is going to be what kills me. Alright. 1 minute to go. I think there's a current that's pushing me back here. Because of course there would be. Ah, darn it. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum. And that's it. Only 2 continues. Alright, so I was planning on just switching to the next NES game here, but unfortunately, someone's been ringing my phone, someone's been ringing my doorbell, so I'm going to need to take a moment to see what that's about. I'll be right back, and then we're going to move on to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game on the NES. So I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for staying tuned in. This is Brainy the RPG Cat. Stick around. Okay, I'm back. So I see that I accidentally left the building command in the chat and it was still on the be right back screen. I'm not doing the building stream right now. I'm not building the IDW board game organizers because I've already built them. They're already finished. But at any rate, yeah, that one's on me. That one's my bad. I need to remember to take these notifications off. But anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in to Brainy the RPG Cat. We're playing a marathon of original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games, and we're on to one that seems to be everybody's favorite. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. Hollowflower says, I bought this cartridge for $10 last year. So this game is just as hard as the arcade game in which it's based, and they only limit you to having 2 game credits in order to beat the whole thing. So let's certainly hope we can get as far as we possibly can in single player mode here. You bought this cartridge for $10, and it came with a coupon for Pizza Hut, which, you know, automatically gets you your $10 back. That's what we're doing here. We are eating the profit. I understand that if you buy the physical deluxe version of Shredder's Revenge, that it also comes with a coupon for Pizza Hut. Should be Domino's. I don't know why it should be Domino's. I know the first movie they used Domino's for product placement, but in every subsequent movie it's been in Pizza Hut. Well, who cares? It's garbage pizza. I like Hungry Howie's. That's my favorite fast food pizza chain. Because they give you that little something extra. They let you put stuff. They give you some free stuffed crust or some free topping seasoning for your crust, like garlic ranch or sesame seeds, which is my favorite. Howie's is not around here. Well, Howie's wasn't around here until very recently. So, God willing, it will be in your area soon. Oh. See, there's a Pizza Hut sign. All we got is Papa John's at Domino's. I guess it's not worth it for you to get the physical deluxe version because you're not going to be able to spend that Pizza Hut coupon because you don't have a Pizza Hut near you. I guess they didn't think about that. Alright. What do we got next? Won't leave myself without enough juice in order to fight the first boss. Yep. Oh, I thought that was it for me after taking the kit. Probably if I take one more hit, I'll be done for. Wow, I've been surprisingly resilient. Right, there's like 2 Pizza Huts in the whole region. They lost the pizza franchise wars. Yeah. I mean, I can't personally think of a reason to go to Pizza Hut. I know where they are. You know. Back when I was a kid, you know, the Pizza Hut was great for a lot of reasons. They had a kid's meal. They had personal pan pizzas. They had the Book It program. You know, if you read 12 books over the summer, they give you a free pizza. And I wish we had things like that around still, because you know the one thing worse than having fewer Pizza Huts is having the level of literacy that we currently have. Yeah, no more. Oh, the Elite Foots, no more playing around. Yeah. They brought out their best possible foots to appear on my stream. Alright. Help me! See, they're not kidding around here. They just brought foot soldiers with machine guns now. Darn it. And there's a way to hit him where you can give him nothing but constant damage until he dies, but I don't know that. That's a speedrunner strat, but, you know, I don't know how to do it. I know that you gotta hit him while you keep moving down so you can avoid his boot. Nothing's worse than getting booted by an enemy in a beat-em-up game. There we go. Here comes Shredder. So, you know, I did like this game for, you know, its very close approximation of the cutscenes in the arcade game. You know, and they did a few nice things, like they gave you some bonus levels. Because they know they couldn't have brought it back up to the 16-bit level that the arcade game was. Yeah, they did a great job on this part. Tonight I dine on turtle soup. And me and my friends would just say that because that was the line from the arcade game, but unfortunately too large to just put in a speech bubble in an NES game. Nobody used to use the fire hydrant on. That's unfortunate. Oh, they're really throwing that dynamite. Seriously, somebody arm these foot soldiers to the teeth. I'm just gonna let the skateboard girl go by. And once again, it is because I have played Rescue Palooza, and I know what happens to that skate girl. And so now I just sympathize with her. Go ninja, go ninja, go, 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 go. The ice is lice in the chat room. Our guy hated the ninja rap. Well, not a lot of great music associated with the Ninja Turtles. The only thing that I would actually put on my playlist would be the original theme song and the Pizza Power song from the Coming Out of Their Shells tour. Maybe the closing rap from the first movie. That one was pretty cool. Product placement. Why have you betrayed me? Yo, it's the Green Machine! That link was for a April O'Neil minifigure. Let me just take a look at that really quickly. Unfortunately, I don't have my web browser set up for the stream, but... So, Lego minifigure of April O'Neil based on the movie. That was an extremely limited set, the Ninja Turtles Lego sets that they made for the movie. Because shortly after that, I think they took a Neko license and they went on to Mega Bloks. Did you ever see a turtle get down? And I used to have a set of the movie Turtles, but they were bootleg. They came off of Wish. I had a lot of the Ninja Turtles that came from the 2012 cartoon as well, in mini Lego form. Okay. Boss number 2. See, that foot soldier had to get his swings in. See, how good am I going to do at this? So, I can really appreciate, the work that they put into the arcade sprites. And basically how the physics actually work the same way that it did in the arcade game. At least when you're fighting the bosses. When you're fighting the regular characters, that can kind of be a crapshoot at. I like the 2012 cartoon and the CGI movie. I mean, something worth mentioning is that the entirety of the 2012 cartoon is on Netflix right now, so you can actually watch that. Baron von Blutt says, "Stun like that pig. I wish I knew how to." Yeah, that's my first game over. I said I was going to play these games tonight. I didn't necessarily say I was any good at them. Probably the only Turtles game that I can beat consistently in one player would be Turtles in Time. And we're going to be playing that later, of course. Yeah, but he'd break out. He'd break out of being lock-stunned. Okay. So around here is when I actually have to hit the fire hydrant. Supposing every foot soldier doesn't punch me along the way. Alright. Alright. So they're looking to turn me into a pizza. And that is most unrighteous, dude. Totally gnarly. Most undeuteronomous, my bromide. So I'm certain to beat him this time, but just simply because, oh no. I think he's lock stunning me, unfortunately. Uppercut to the jaw. Pig's got a massive right, just like Mike Tyson. I think this would even give me and one of my friends a hard time. I wasn't even hitting the button that time, but somehow he hit himself. Darn it. We should live to see the third one. Well, this one is Bebop. Rocksteady is a rhinoceros. But they're always in a team. And we all know what that means, you silly guys. They do what you do on the Discovery Channel. You get a 1-up every 100 points, and I just got 100 points, so I just got a 1-up. That's probably what's going to help me with round 3 of this, is that, yeah, I'm going to have an extra life this time. Do you need a Game Genie? I debate whether a Game Genie would work on the generic console that I'm using to play this on. It probably would. I've tried everything. I've tried Sonic 3 and Knuckles on here, and it works. What does busting the fire hydrant do? Well, the fire hydrant plug will fly off and hit a foot soldier. That's pretty much all it does. And so that's the thing, is that if you can anticipate one of the foot soldiers' traps, you can actually reverse it on them. You can also punch back the manhole covers that they throw at you. You just have to have your timing right. And there goes that extra life. I'm at full health right now. I don't even need the pizza. So stay on a lower level and then let them pummel me enough so that I will need the pizza afterwards. Bummer. Bogus. Okay, now you get that one. My empathy for the skateboard lady has now vanished. Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the manhole cover again. Nope, didn't get it. See, I have not even yet begun to do damage to him. Because I really have to watch the jump kick, because I think he's been able to counter every single one of the jump kicks. I gotta play a better ground game. I'm gonna have to ground that pork. Uh-oh. The real danger is when he's far away from me, because then he can use his gun. Can't really be up close to him either. So I don't really know. I don't know. I'm afraid I don't know. Oftentimes, the greatest battle won is the damage not taken. Trying to be philosophical with this. Oh, I am hurting. I need that graduated dairy. Alright. Here we are at this wall again. Parcel that off, you know, put some Photoshop 8-bit graffiti on that. Not having it this time. Yeah, there goes my first life already. This isn't the hard one. The hard one is when you have to fight them together. I've only probably been there a couple of times in the entirety of my lifespan. Oh, they fought by my progress with all their might. And so, yeah, that's it. That's out. I'm out of my continuous. Take a moment to flex my wrists. Because it's hard pounding on a stiff NES controller while you're playing these games. Alright, so, of course, you know, we're moving on from here to a copy of the third game in the NES series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, The Manhattan Project. A game that uses the exact same engine as the arcade game, but brings us an original story. and I will share that story with you. I mean, it was nice of them to still, remain consistent and put the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles opening in here. It's been in every game so far, including the Game Boy one. Okay, so ordinarily I play Mikey in these games, so I'm going to play Raph. And it's because he has a particularly broken special move in this game. The turtles are enjoying their vacation on a beach in Florida, when suddenly... Come on, April's report is just about to start. Here in New York, crime is escalating every day. Gee, what happened? Bummer, dudes, it's Shredder. Shredder is pulling all of Manhattan Island out of the ocean. Turtles, I am taking April along with Manhattan Island. If you want them back, come and get them. Well, so much for a vacation. First thing we have to do is figure out how to get from Florida back to New York. So, as I said, Raph has a particularly busted special move, and it's this. You can use that to get out of a whole lot of different jams. The downside is, even when you're not hitting an opponent, that will drain your life meter, so you have to use it sparingly. So you also have, the more generalized ability in order to throw enemies by pressing down on the attack button at the same time. It's only important to help because he has April. The city isn't a big deal. But, they took all of his stuff, Manhattan Island still contains the sewers, And when he does crazy stuff like this, it doesn't occur to him to do the evil things that he needs to do in a 1987 animated cartoon. Like, actually figure out where the turtles' hideout is. I don't want to tell Shredder how to do his job, I don't want a ninja spleen. I think the biggest contribution Konami made to these games is the fact that, they are a Japanese country, so they actually do have a pretty good idea of what ninjas would do if they were in these areas. Like, pop out of the ground and then start throwing sand in your face. That's a totally ninja thing to do. I mean, you know that the beat signs are going to fall. You know why the beat signs are going to fall? Because they look completely different from the rest of the background. I mean, so unlike the arcade game, you do actually have the ability to switch your turtle after losing a life. Which is helpful, but probably not something I'm actually going to be doing. Wow, they are really caving in the boardwalk. I always tend to think about, the singular crime that 1980s supervillains would actually be charged on, and I believe Shredder is up on numerous accounts of city vandalism and damage. So, Rocksteady is coming at me with a harpoon gun this time. Which, if someone actually got shot with a harpoon gun, that would be pretty frightening and disgusting. Trying to do my special move, I'm having a hard time doing it. There we go. I mean, it was good for the final blow anyway. Already onto the surfing stage. We're gonna surf all the way back to Manhattan. Because that's just kind of the awesome radical dudes that we are. Had to be a little bit more firm with this dog bone NES controller than I have to with a more generic one. I probably just should have found the regular ones. See the majestic foot soldiers breach the sea. That was really fancy, and it took a lot of NES ROM in order to do properly. They're taking advantage of the fact that they're slowed down in order to give you an opportunity to dodge that. I wasn't even expecting that one. Ethel Merman, eat your heart out. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna lose life right about here. Okay, I thought I was going to. I don't know how I'm supposed to hit these things. Darn it. These things are available at your local Toys R Us. You don't even have to put wheels on it. You can just pretend that it hovers. So Hitch a Ride on a Battleship. I almost forgot about this section. I think it's a section of the same level too. Darn it. I'm way too close to this cannon, I'm afraid. Keep pressing the wrong button in order to bring my turtle back. Totally not worth it, some would say. You gotta find a sweet spot on these. Far away enough so you can hit it, but close enough so it doesn't hit you. Okay, so here's the next boss. This is Ground Chuck. Ground Chuck was a character I believe was introduced in the 6th season of the TV series. And so he was paired with a mole named Dirtbag. And they were supposed to be replacements for Bebop and Rocksteady. And I've just lost my first life. Alright. I have 3 continues again. I believe that there are going to be bosses in Shredder's Revenge as well. Oi, kunai. Hey, everybody! They're throwing those pointless knives that everybody loves. I wish I had one. It would be solid iron, but it would probably be poisonous to eat with, something like that. I'm not one of the types of people who just buys a bunch of fancy weapons from the from that one Chinese souvenir shop in the mall and just displays them everywhere. Because if I did that, where would I keep my vast, vast, vast wall of video game cartridges? Wow. He ripped out a pipe and now he's swinging with it. Alright. Some truly unforgiving stuff. Alright. I just have to hit him a couple more times. If I get the opportunity to. Okay, so we figured out how to get back to Manhattan, but how are we going to get to the island? Because it is suspended in mid-air, you see. Say, the Brooklyn Bridge is dangerous enough without Shredder having carved several large holes into it. Oh, look, it's Trag's Rock Soldiers. You know, they're honestly not as hard as they are in some of these other games. The shoulder charging ones in Turtles in Time are a little bit easier for me to handle. Okay, I have gotten my extra life. We shall progress in this way. P-Bop is looking to really hit me with some of them grenades. How much you want to bet he is the end boss of this stage? See, the other guys were fighting with spears. These guys are throwing them. And I think they're doing a better job of it. Alright. Okay, that was an easy hit. Oh, well. Bebop decided not to fight me. He sent Slash instead. You know, Slash, the evil Ninja Turtle. The guy who is like the good guys except evil. Also one of the tougher bosses in Turtles in Time, but we'll get to that eventually. We'll get to that later tonight. Alright. Wow, he went from no damage to a ton. Not as tough a shell back as you think you are. Alright. He's flashing so much at this point, very little of the flashing is registering on the feed. I assure you I'm winning this. That's all I gotta say. Sometimes I can catch him and I can hit him while he's breakdancing. I know that he is planning on exploiting that a lot now that he's hurt so badly. There we go. Oh, is there more to this stage? I believe there is. These games haven't had mini bosses before. Okay, here come more rock soldiers, and they have got whole girders with them. I know one of them is fixing to hit me just so the game can show me what that actually looks like. And I think they do the girder trick in Turtles in Time too, but... There we go. Well. Okay, here comes Bebop. He has outfitted himself with a flail on his head. You gotta appreciate a person who has that kind of dedication to his work. Alright. So I'm hoping I beat him, because if I don't beat him, I'm gonna have to restart this stage. Ah, darn it. Well, I made it come to pass. I have manifested into the universe. Now I gotta play this whole stage again. Well, now I've done that. Alright. Well, so much for that. So much for hitting them with girders. Hey, look, I was a little further along, Slash. Would you mind just taking the fall this time? I'll give you whatever it is I have in my pockets. I think it's probably about $13 and a half-eaten Zagnut bar. Alright. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And get rid of you. I was just a little too ahead of the screen for that one. I should have backed up just a little bit. There we go. Look, do you really think you're going to hit me with that anvil, honestly? After all that we've been through? Well, joke's on you, Bebop, because I have a special move I can exploit now, too. And I'm gonna do it. Just in the outside chance that I get to beat you, and then actually see what the next level looks like. I've been having a tough time with pork lately. I should probably take a digestive. Yep, that's it. Well, I thought I was going to be more impressive than this, but apparently I'm not going to be. Let's continue. I'm going over the bridge. But these guys got the sword like the guy from Indiana Jones. Alright. Darn it. Alright. I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at fighting that boss. Alright. You're not gonna get me with your crazy frisbee-sized kunais, but you can try. You're not going to, but you're gonna try. If you can knock them off, they're worth a point. So pulling for foot soldiers. See, you should know better than to think that anvil trick is going to work. I can't get past him. I can't get past Bebop in any of these games. This is my Achilles heel. I just have some sort of aversion to pork. Alright, well, that, my friends, is that. It is time for us to switch things up for a night, move away from the NES, and mercifully it's virtually Stone Age controller, and play something of a slightly higher authority. We'll start by playing the Hyperstone Heist for the Sega Genesis. So, I only have a reproduction copy of this cartridge because the actual cartridge has become quite rare and quite expensive. But in addition to that, you know, this happens to be a Japanese version of the game. A Japanese repro cartridge that happens to work on American systems. And so this is given the Japanese title, which is Return of the Shredder. It's somewhat ironic because the upcoming game is going to be called Shredder's Revenge. People did not know that this game preceded it, and it was called Return of the Shredder. So I'm going to put things on hard, but I'm going to give myself 5 lives, 5 continues, and and then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start the game from there. Alright. So this game has a lot of similarities to Turtles in Time. They reuse a lot of the assets of it, including assets for the cutscenes and also some of the level backdrops. But other than that, it is a completely different game. It has different game mechanics, and we're going to traverse through the levels in a different order. So, the story about this one is that Shredder has gotten a hold of a magic stone called the Hyperstone, and he has used it to shrink all of New York City into scale toy model size. And so then we're just going to, and then just the rest of it is basically Turtles in Time. So there you go. Scene 1, New York City. New York, the city. We are mutant turtles that live in their sewers. So just everything feels different for this, in this game, compared to Hyperstone Heist. The way that the characters get hit differently, the way that the hit detection is utilized is all different. You also have to press a button in order to get your turtle dashing, whereas in Turtles in Time that was automatic. So there wasn't a sewer level in Turtles in Time, at least not a walking sewer level. There was a surfing sewer level in Turtles in Time. But you know they're reusing the music from the Big Apple 3 AM stage, and they're reusing all of the Foot Soldier assets here. All right. Okay, I lost my first life, but this time I have 6 of them. Konami was a little bit more generous with the lives here. Alright. They're not letting me get through this gauntlet easy, just like in the Game Boy game. The other distinction about the Hyperstone Heist is that it is very likely that levels are going to have more than one backdrop. So, this all counts as level 1, but we seem to have moved on between stage 1 and stage 2 of what would, and that's what the normal stage order would have been in Turtles in Time. So a slight difference between the this stage is this stage didn't have a card trap in it. This one obviously is going to. There we go. I knew I was going to run into that eventually. Or it was going to run into me. Alright. Oh, a fellow checker, eh? Looks like you need to keep practicing. Say another pretty lengthy gauntlet of foot soldiers up in here. Pretty sure that this isn't even the end of it. There we are. Back in the sewers again. This time there is water on the floor. So, given, you know, having heard something that Bloodwolf had said earlier to me, well, that Baron von Blood had said earlier to me, he doesn't like it when there's sewer surfing levels in this game. Well, there is no sewer surfing levels in this game. But there's still water on the floor in order to facilitate some of the amphibious creatures that were in Turtles in Time. So here we are. There's those phony little pizza xenomorphs. See, I didn't think I was going to move on until I defeated them, but mostly I just had to dodge them. And here's our first boss. Actually, the fifth boss from Turtles in Time, which is Leatherhead. I don't know why they thought this was somehow making things easier on us, but it is here nonetheless. It's also significant to note that he's exactly the same as you play him in Turtles in Time. Yeah, not too much different here. But he's just an easier boss. I guess they just gave him less HP. That's how they did that. A mysterious ghost ship. Oh, well, I guess I have to take back. I rescind my previous statement. There is an actual sewer surfing stage around here. It just doesn't take place in a sewer this time. That's what the difference is. Excruciating amounts of pizza. A few obstacles here that weren't in Turtles in Time. Just have to leap over a couple of barrels. Although I'm pretty sure that those pointy logs are the ones that will make me go, my toe! My toe! Alright. There's some flying Mousers for some reason. These pizzas are not actually improving my health. They're just here for bonus points. Build me up to try to get my first 500 points and an extra life. And that is the end of the stage. Now we're going to do the ship stage from Turtles in Time, but devoid of its initial time-traveling context. For some reason, you know, they closed off of the background. Because even though they were doing tessellating water in the surfing stage, we somehow just can't have it in the background. Alright. I'm getting awful tired of all the pizzas being underneath traps. Just saying. So now we do see a background, but once again the background is not as impressive as the other game. I don't know what's up with that. What can I say about what's being up with that? Multi-layered. Something that we actually knew that Genesis was capable of doing, but Konami wasn't the ones who were going to venture to do it. Okay, I got an extra life, and it was for 300 points. At least I probably don't have to worry about dying on this stage. Probably. Ah, darn it. Knock me down. Hit me while I'm already only practicing self-defense. Uh-oh. Here are the rock dudes again. Most unbodacious of you rock dudes. Okay. For some reason, I get toe pain from a machine gun. Which suggests to me that rock soldiers actually know to shoot at your lower limbs if they're merely trying to incapacitate you. Alright. So that was a ghost ship, and now we go from the ghost ship to an underwater cave. And so once again, you know, the background is borrowed from the prehistoric Turtlesaurus stage. That's it. There he is, talking about how this game takes things from Turtles in Time. When is he going to start doing that? Can't he just appreciate the Genesis as being a standalone system? Alright. I am at death's door right now. I think when I continue, I have to start out at the beginning of the stage too, but at least I'll have 5 lives. Here's hoping that I will be able to conserve them a bit better. Ah, darn it. Yeah, he got his free hit in. Oh no, actually they did put me at the start of the cave stage, so that was merciful of them. So I have the seeking suspicion that these bazookas are not just going to be fired at my toes. What time is it? It's pizza time. Come on, grab your friends. So the problem is that I think they are suggesting to me that you're not going to beat the top of baddies unless you use a dash attack or unless you use a super attack. See, hit that guy once, I gut checked him. Yikes. Alright. Here comes boss number 3, which is Rocksteady. Rocksteady in his modern appearance, as opposed to the pirate getup that he wore in Turtles in Time. So, his usual ramming attack is particularly OP in this one. He has quite a few similarities to the boss battle in the arcade game, but turned up a little bit. Rocksteady got turned up for this next fight. And interesting it is that Bebop isn't in this game, just Rocksteady. Alright. We're almost there. There we go. I didn't even need the pizza. Of course, it means I didn't get a lot of bonus points at the end of the stage. Shredder's Hideout. So this is an original stage. This is probably one of the first original stage backgrounds that we've been to so far. We're already on the verge of using another continue. Okay, 100 points. Gives me an extra life. Alright. So you guys are just here to breathe fire on me and then dip, right? That's cool. Alright. So this is the really hard battle right here because they're gonna drop a lot of these silver guys in front of me that block using confos. And I am required to dash into them in order to do any damage to them at all. Everybody's getting involved. This isn't where I would expect to fight the Mousers, but here they are. through with this part of the stage. Ooh, nice decor. I mean, you can say a lot of things about Shredder, but you've got to admit he's got taste. Gotta watch out about this section too, because you know those spiked ceilings are just begging to fall. I'm pretty sure it's going to keep me from jumping. Say, what's up, bamboo spears? And so this is what I've always liked, you know, primarily about these games being developed by Konami, because, you know, here we are, you know, injecting a little bit of actual Japanese culture into our Ninja Turtles. It's hard to fight in this situation. And of course we got the kunai throwers mixed into this. Alright. Ouch. So the way that they do this enemy combination is that they're always going to have an orange guy in there, because the orange guy is going to get a lot of free shots in. Phew. Sorry about that, just had to take a little hydration break. At this point, that's not even the hardest sequence. The hardest sequence is the one with the Tonfa guys. That's the hardest sequence. I mean, so as an alternative to dashing, you can hit a 4-hit combo on them. But once again, that's hard to do when there's just a bunch of back punchers. They throw just enough of these guys at you so that one of them is going to do a hit. Ooh. Empty suits of armor on the wall. I can only imagine what's going to happen with those. Okay, yeah, they're going to start glowing and shooting lasers. That's what they're going to do. There we go. Oh, you caught me staring. Alright. Okay, I believe that's everyone now. Who knows what door I went through? Boss number 3 is Tatsu. The guy who was the foot soldier boss in the movies. He is going to attack me using lots of foot soldiers. And he's not going to attack me directly, he's just going to throw a lot of tiny darts at me. While the foot soldiers do all the dirty work. Got another 1-up for 100 points, by the way. None of the bosses have been particularly hands-on with their tactics, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason that will materialize at the start of the next stage, I believe. A hidden cave in Shredder's hideout. Clearly, that's where we're going to be going next. The Gauntlet. So this is what the this is what this game has been leading up to. The end of this stage, just a rush of all the bosses that we've fought so far. And a few dozen pizza monsters. Here, our first boss up is Leatherhead again. He is purple Reptar colors at the moment. It wasn't all that hard. Now here comes Rocksteady. That's as human skin color as human colored as his skin has been for some time now. Okay, his action is a little bit quicker. I don't recall him throwing grenades in the last boss battle, but he's got them now. He's actually using, you know, a couple of different angles in his charging as well. So it is throwing me off a little bit. Not to mention it is also throwing me around. Dang. I'm probably not going to survive this time. I'm just going to have to start replaying this. On to boss number 3, which is Tatsu again. He's got a lot more health. That's probably the lone thing that's going to make this battle harder than it was before. I can also deflect his darts, but I don't think that actually hurts him. I think maybe it hurts some of the foot soldiers in between. There we go. That's 3 down. And now we're getting Baxter Stockman as a bonus boss. Let's see if I'm actually going to be able to beat him this time. Him not being a fly suggests that this takes place in a part of the Ninja Turtles continuity in which he was not a fly. I think Stockman was the level 3 boss of the original arcade game. So they were just probably personally happy they got to program a version of this boss fight for the Genesis. Darn it. Well, this was a complete waste of my momentum. Now we get to do the gauntlet all over again. So, hooray for us. Well, that... Or... No, actually, I'm going to keep going. I was going to suggest moving on to Turtles in Time, but... If I can beat this game, this will be a bigger personal victory for me than beating Turtles in Time, because I've beaten it a lot in the past. Okay, here comes Leatherhead. There we go. See, I think the machine gun was a little bit more useful in this fight than the grenades were. Oh. I clearly dodged the wrong way. Actually, I do think he got hit by his throwing knife this time. Oh, darn it. Gosh, don't actually get good at this. There we go. 3 lives leaves me with 3 lives to fight Baxter. See how this turns out for me. Alright. Wow, you know, they really added a lot to this to make this the hardest boss battle at the end of a gauntlet. Maybe they just knew how much harder these new Mauser minions were. Maybe that's what's making it harder. There we go. So what does that leave me with? That leaves me with 3 more continues. So we all know what we're going to see here. Here comes the Technodrome. Alright. The final shell shock. We're at this a lot sooner than we would have been in Turtles in Time. So we're limited to 5 stages in that situation. The interesting thing is that this isn't the Technodrome level. This is the Technodrome bonus level from Turtles in Time, which they could have taken bonus assets from. This is actually the Starbase level from Turtles in Time, which was a completely different place than the Technodrome, but it's in here. What can I say? Baked into the proceedings like some sort of delicious apple crumble. I guess I'm just getting hungry. It takes a lot of effort to mash buttons for this long. But it really gets swarmed with these things. They're all worth a point, though. Okay, I should just prepare to die at this point. Start this level again because I barely played it up to... I don't think there's a... I don't have much of an opportunity to get to the end of it. Alright. Next, continue. Alright. Boy, that guy keeps getting up. See if I can actually do this sequence just as well as I did last time. Alright, score. Okay, one of them hit me. Ah, not this again. Okay, that time I get hit once. I thought I was getting close to Krang. I was sorely mistaken. Alright, thanks for life. I could have used that. There we are. Wow, well, I was about to say I just walked through a trap. I clearly didn't walk through hard enough. Darn it. If this keeps coming at me, then I am probably not going to be able to make it through this stage. See, precisely how many of these ice shooters do they actually want to put in my way? So I'm staying on this side of the screen because if there are still traps I can set up on the left side of the screen, I don't want to run into them. There's a big trap on the right side of the screen, but luck was with me and I didn't get hit by it. Oh, darn it. Ah, darn it. Of course I was going to run into two groups of these guys. Why didn't I think I wouldn't? Suddenly they're really good at landing those bazooka shots. Oh man, I am going to lose again. And then I'm going to have to start this level over from the beginning. Darn it. Well, it was meant to be. Okay, that one didn't go as well for me. I got hit once. Nice, doggy. Alright, back to 4 lines. This level alone is enough to give you 1 up after starting at 0. Alright. This embarrassing sequence again. See, I live under the false impression that if I stand somewhere where I've already zapped a spray bottle, then they won't zap me again. That does not actually work. Ah, darn it. I got 2 ways of these guys to beat. I know that now. Oh, darn it. I should really worry about doing those dashes. Okay. Time to fight Krang. Interestingly, Krang is in this suit instead of in his flying saucer. Oh, this isn't gonna be easy. I might not even be able to finish this. It's not like I'm gonna get respawned right at the Krang fight. It's like I'm going to have to start the whole level over again. Sure does move funny. That bomb move, something is that I also remember from Turtles in Time. Hard rat. I said my prayers. Make sure that I wasn't going to get hurt this time. Oh no. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh no, actually I managed to beat him. Oh, that was a lucky break. He's gonna escape for now. I wonder if we're going to see the flying saucer. It's very likely that it's in here. Typically you have to fight Krang twice. Oh, look at this! I'm doing the elevator stage now. Always has to be an elevator stage. It's very late in the game, but it still managed to make it in. If I can beat 200 bad guys, then I can get another 1-up. So I've just got to try to not take a hit for the entirety of this sequence. I've already spoken too soon. Rat. Oh well, and then now I'm out. So that's as far as I can get in the Hyperstone Heist for Genesis. I'm feeling a little spent. And so this became a 3-hour and 36-minute stream. And it's just simply due to the fact that I played through 3 games in sequence. So, I think I'm going to call it a stream this time. I'm sorry I didn't get to Turtles in time. There's a very good chance that I'm going to get to it in a upcoming stream. As Hollowflower suggested, I wanted to play the fan game TMNT Rescue Palooza. So I'm definitely going to set that up. And so in the event that that ends early, then I can move on and I can play Turtles in time. But anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in to Brainy the RPG Cat. Once again, I am Brainy the RPG Cat. I am a cat that plays RPGs, and I am typically here. Well, I mean, as of now, I'm going to have to set a new schedule, so I'm hoping I'm going to be here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, all beginning at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, right here on this channel, twitch.tv/Brainy the RPG Cat. Thank you to everybody who came in to watch my little retrospective tonight. Thank you to Hollowflower. Thank you to Varen Von Blood. Thank you to yeah, I believe that is Hollowflower, Baron Von Blood. They were just the two main chatters in tonight's stream. So anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. I think I would like to do a raid now. Let's see who's available on Twitch for me to raid. Let's see. I would like to pay a visit to so I think I would like to pay a visit right now to Power Nelson. He is playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. I don't know if he's playing Master Duel, but he appears to be learning the game, so that should be interesting to watch. So let's do a raid on him. Let's do a shout out first. Alright. They are playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game.
Turn your volume up.
And so, yeah, okay, so.
And can you repeat that go?
A bit of an echo right there.
No, shut up,
Alright.
Okay, and
As I say,
all males, shut up.
I have no idea.
3, 2, shut up,
But I'm
males.
sure it's fun. And possibly M-rated. But
All right, clip that. All
we
right.
have the M-rated. We have the M rating on our stream, so that's not a problem. But anyways, let's go over and let's check out Power Nelson. All right. So thank you absolutely everyone for tuning in. I'm going to be continuing this retrospective this coming Tuesday when I play TMNT Rescue Palooza. In the meantime, though, thank you everybody for tuning in. I will be seeing you this coming Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and good night.